Hello and welcome back to the Crowded Tavern, an actual play TTRPG podcast recorded live on Twitch every other Wednesday. Join us on our 5e homebrew adventure, written by our very own dungeon master, Martin Hoffman Larson, but you can call him Marty, and played out by a band of chaos gremlins. I'm your co-host Amanda, and with me today is Ada Mori.
Hello!
Cheesy Gids.
Best Boy Scout around.
Danny.
Hi!
Rick.
Hello, hello, hello.
And of course, Marty himself.
Hello.
Alright, so let's get a recap of the last session of the Crowded Tavern. The adventurers made it back to camp after their troll attack, thanks to Strix's portable hole, which Benjamin may or may not have left a very jiggly present in. They got back to camp complete with lots of equipment, things, and the all-important doodads. Neza was confronted by an irate dwarf, I think his name was Thor, Funk, who said she was an incompetent leader and he should lead instead. Marty says Neza ignored him, but how would you respond if someone started a conversation like that? Strix tried to figure out what happened to his magical abilities. Arleem found a bottle of clear liquid, vodka, perhaps? He got drunk and made friendly with Thrak. Oh, that's his name. Benjamin fixed some of the broken astronomy equipment and set himself up a little ways from camp. He met the creepy source of his power and got a new pet owlbear. Hi, Otis. During the night, some of the campers were woken up by shrieks. Strix, Arleem, Auburn, Benjamin, and Neza followed the screams and discovered some giant spiders had taken someone from their camp. Gulp. Giant spiders? Well, we made pretty quick work of them. But then, Strix started to lose control of his zombies and skeletons who turned on the party. Strix drew the magic from every spellstone he had and performed a ritual to regain control over them, but admitted it was temporary and he didn't know a long-term solution. Neza helpfully suggested they keep the zombies in a pit covered with wooden grate so they wouldn't hurt anyone at camp. But that didn't go over very well. Now that we're all welcomed and caught up on session 3 events, I'll pass it over to Marty to get this one going.
All right. Let's have a little bit different music. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, the last thing that happened was that you are now on your way back to camp. The very last thing that happened was indeed that Strix did manage to pull magic from different sources. Not where he normally would draw his magic from, but he did find some magic. And it succeeded. Strix now has control over... Who died? Was it Blue that died? Blue. So he still has control over red, and I forgot the last color.
Too many colors.
Yeah,
we have red, green, violet, indigo, orange, and yellow are left.
There we go. So still has control.
Even the skeletons are named after colors? I did not catch on to that. That's okay. Sorry to interrupt, Marty. Carry on.
No, there we go. I did catch on to it last time, but I didn't realize then either until last time when he said it. So yeah. You're on your way back. You have the human male with you. Don't forget about him that you saved from the spiders. And you're headed back. And as you are going back towards the camp, you do see a small band of a group of people coming towards you, led by Thrak, the dwarf. And they all have weapons in hand. They also heard the screams, it seems like, and they're coming towards you. And Thrak is, as you're getting in ear distance, hearing distance of each other, he's like, "So is everything all right over there?"
Oh, what are you doing leaving the camp? I thought none of us were supposed to leave the camp. Thrall.
It's not about not leaving in camp. It's about staying safe.
Mm-hmm. So what are you doing out here?
I mean, we heard screaming. We heard someone was in trouble, so we came to, obviously help the people that we're here together with.
Interesting.
Ooh, girl.
Please tell me that was in character.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Just Arleem looking over with big eyes, like, ooh, juicy.
Auburn
It's
looks
fine. There was
uncomfortable.
big spiders. They're dead. It's over. It's with who's this person? Who have we rescued? Who are you? What is your name?
Oh, my name is Coxie.
Hi. We probably should have spoken to you before now. It's nice to meet you. And we saved this guy. He was being taken away by the spiders.
Giant spiders.
Yeah. Auburn is so amazing. It's like the second time he has saved me now. I wish that I was as good as he is. He's amazing.
Well, no, it was a team effort. I really didn't do that much.
You cut me loose. You were the first one that I saw, so you saved me once again. You also caught me when we fell out of the sky.
Well, yeah, I did that, but this was definitely mostly the other guys, not so much me.
I start pulling on your arm and just like, shh.
I think you're selling yourself short.
Auburn just blushes and goes like, "Oh."
Thrag is like, all right, good to see that everything everyone is safe again. Sorry, it was Neza, right? Can we have a talk?
We could. Are you going to tell me that I'm a terrible leader again?
He's just standing there looking at everyone, and he's like, "Can we just move over here and have a talk, please?"
Sure, let's walk back to camp together.
So as you're walking back towards camp, he's like, "So I think that we might have come off on the wrong foot yesterday. I mean, I guess it was an eventful day for all of us. So what I meant was just, not that obviously we need to investigate this area and figure out where we are, but everyone cannot just run out and, get themselves killed left and right. We all need to stick together." And it seems like you're the one who might be able to get us out of this mess that we are in.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm pretty sure you heard me.
No, I think I need you need to say that again.
So my proposal is that I can help with leading these people, so you don't have to, so you can focus on getting us out of here.
What do you bring to the table, Thrall?
The name is Thrak.
That's what I said.
I can't find my CV, so give me a second. Sorry, that was Marty and not Thrak. There we go. Okay. So I used to be in the army. I used to be leading people into battle, setting up camps, those sort of things. So this is not anything new to me. Granted, the situation is a little bit different, but I do feel like I have some experience in all of this.
Have
you
been to a place that's a forest like this before?
I have been to a forest before with combat. Classified materials. I can't go into details, obviously.
Well, I think you probably could. It's not like anyone here is going to know.
I mean, I definitely have a few stories that can be told around a campfire.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, obviously, if you want to take charge of, getting sure everyone is getting shelters and a place to, stay, because, correct me if I'm wrong, yesterday didn't seem like you're quite sure when we will be getting home, correct?
Well, we are in a little bit of a situation here, Thrak. It's and you just kind of see her almost at a loss for words of what to say.
It doesn't really matter if you don't know the answer to when or how long it will take. I'm just saying then we probably need a little bit, better camp than just, hastily made sleeping arrangements. We probably need a perimeter, from what I gathered yesterday was that there were some pretty devious creatures out there that tried to hurt you guys. Luckily,
no, that was nothing. I wouldn't worry about them. But I do think that we should potentially maybe try to find perhaps a safer location that we could all maybe move all of everything to, that's maybe, not close to the trolls or the dragon or the giant spiders.
And I think that's a brilliant idea. Do you have any suggestions or of what to do, how to find a new place?
Scouting party. Or we just go full on nomad and just go for it. Or we
Scouting
use
party
the
sounds like a really good
and the
idea.
wings could go, and or you could just go on your own. Sorry, no, we're trying to be cordial here.
If I may, scouting party sounds like a really good idea. It's something that I actually have a little bit of experience with.
So you'll be leaving. Wonderful.
Not sure I will personally be leaving, but I'm definitely sure that we can find people who would be suitable. So we play into everyone's strengths. Like, your strength being using your intellect to get us out of this mess.
That's what I would also like to do, is to get us home.
And even though it didn't maybe seem like it yesterday, I believe that you would be the one that could get us home.
That's wonderful to hear. Because I'm probably the only person here who could.
So? You want me to handle the civilians and everyone else? And while you get us out of here? And obviously it seems like your companions that are some very capable people, so obviously they can help wherever they want to help.
Auburn and Strix, they seem to be very good at this whole security thing. So I think it would be beneficial for you to speak with them and come up, like the three of you run this security thing. Yeah, start there. We'll start there.
Sounds like a good place to start then.
Great.
So the plan is to find a suitable place to make a better camp, more secure. If I may ask, what happened this morning? What was all the screaming about? Anything spiders. I should be...
Watch out for spiders.
Like
big spiders.
Like how
like
big?
Big spiders. Like big spiders.
Huh.
Like take a spider and then multiply it like 500 times and then think bigger.
That's a large spider.
It was the biggest fucking spider I've ever seen in my life, and I don't want to talk about it.
Very well. Interestingly enough, I do have met large spiders in my life before.
That sucks.
He's done all the things.
Mm-hmm.
So fire is really effective.
That's what I said, and they wouldn't let me.
Maybe I do have something I can bring to the table then.
Is it fire? Is it fire against the spiders? Because
That is-
if you're gonna take on the firing of the spiders and like get rid of the with the flames and the fire and the flames,
I can definitely do something along those lines, and you see that now you realize that he actually has like some runes tattooed on his arms, and one of them is like a fire rune, and as you're saying it sort of flares up a little bit, and just a little flex from him you probably all realize, but maybe it makes you a little bit comfortable.
That was cool. You're gonna have to show me how you do that, and we're gonna talk about. Do they all do something like all of these runes? Or like, do they all? Can we talk sometime? Like actually, like not get at each other and just like let me kind of. Can you show me more about this?
If you get us a way out of here, and you focus on that, then sure, I will.
I can multitask. It's fine.
We can. And he's sort of like, he went from being like, oh, I'm having a confrontation with this person, to being like, what's going on? So he's like, yeah, sure. We'll. I'm sure we can. I mean, we might have plenty of time here, so who knows? Maybe we'll have time to look into that.
I'm sure we will have lots of time to look into that.
Okay. Good to know.
Mm-hmm. Great. Wonderful. You should definitely talk to Auburn and Strix.
I will do that.
Okay.
And you get, at this point, you have reached the camp, and you're all free to do what you want to do. If there's anything anyone wants to do.
I assumed like we could hear that whole conversation, right?
Most likely, or at least, gist of it here and there. I don't think they tried to be quiet at all. Maybe Thrak was in the beginning, but it just turned into, a normal conversation. So you
I don't
would
like
probably have heard most
Thrak.
of it.
He called my building subpar. I don't like him anymore. Don't like that.
Auburn was too busy watching all the trees for more spiders.
Right. Roll a perception check.
That's 12.
Yeah, that was no spiders.
Oh, thank God.
I walk past Neza and I just kind of slowly whisper, "That's not what he was saying last night, just letting you know," and walk off.
I follow you. Sorry, what? What? Who was saying?
I'm just saying Thrak's words were maybe more aggressive last night than what they were then.
Yeah, he's not the nicest dwarf that I've ever encountered. Very aggressive. But sometimes you have to make friends with people that are also not very nice.
Just a suggestion, if you want to make friends with anyone, get their name right.
No.
Fair enough. So what now? Oh, great leader.
No, I'm not in charge here. I just have to get us home. You go speak to Thrall.
Okay.
He wants to be in charge.
I go find Thrak.
I mean, he's not far away. He just
Yep.
came back, so you can catch up to him quickly.
I hear you're in charge of some sort of plan. A plan? There's a plan, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, we're figuring out what we want to do. Yeah, sure.
So what are we doing?
I mean, first of all, we need to find a scouting party that can see if they can find, a better camping area, so we can make a proper camp. And then obviously, whatever Neza needs to get us home is probably, a good thing to try and assist her with anything she needs.
Makes sense. I'm not an expert, but I would say that maybe the huge talking bird would be a good start at scouting out a new camping area.
Good to know.
Yeah.
And sorry, what's the name?
What is it with y'all and not learning names? Jeez. Strix is who you're after.
No, your name. Sorry.
Oh, my name. Oh, not Strix. I'm Arleem.
Okay. Hi, Arleem. Thrak.
You do know we were speaking for several hours last night, right?
Oh shit! Sorry, this is Marty messing up.
I mean, to be fair, he was quite drunk for that. So.
How drunk did you get?
Oh yeah, sorry. It was a good vodka though that you.
It was good vodka. It was.
Yeah.
It was very nice. I'm sad it's gone.
I mean, depending on how long we're staying here, I think we definitely need to figure out a way to do more of that.
I mean, if that's my job, I'm very happy. If that's what you're tasking me with, I'm so fine with that.
I mean, not currently. So, okay, so you want a task for me. So what are your skills? What do you do?
Why does everyone always ask me this question? I am pretty and I can play a guitar.
Do you dance?
All right. I'm not sure that we are in a place currently where we need entertainment like that.
Begging you to just give me a task, please.
Maybe that's a little bit on the line. But I mean, we still need to figure out, because we have a lot of people here. So, and there's still people who are hurt. So maybe if we can have we need to get through and talk to everyone and hear how everyone is doing. I don't know if that would be anything. Did you say you were good at talking?
No, I'm good. I can talk to people. I'm happy to figure out what the current status of everyone is.
So maybe that is something you can look into. Yeah,
I'm on it.
All right. Okay. Anyone else who wants to do something?
I think I'm going to take Auburn aside very briefly and train him a little bit on his archery skills. Because I know that there was some... Yeah, because you, beforehand you weren't very good shot and you were always quite scared to hit anything up, living. So I feel like I just want to, boost your confidence up a little bit if I can. Because as a Boy Scout, that's what I do.
Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty good shot. It's just the whole, shooting to kill.
I grab his hand and I pull him towards, not by the tree line, but, say, 20 foot away from the tree line. I was like, there's something there. Shoot it.
What's there?
Yeah. Is there a small almirage type animal, perhaps, or
I mean, sure. You're the one who said there was something there. I don't know what you're seeing, so you tell me.
Sure. There's a little almirage, which is in D terms, obviously just like a little rabbit with a unicorn. Corn. What one about?
It's a rabbit with a unicorn horn. Oh
Probably
man.
has carrots.
All right. You want me to kill it?
We all need food.
But there's so many supplies. Surely we don't need to kill
food
this.
For the road.
Oh, maybe we can take just some of the supplies. I don't even need. Sorry.
I'm gonna pretend like I found carrots on my previous forage. I might have some carrots for you.
You found carrots?
Mm-hmm.
Did you eat them?
I think we quickly need a deception check here just to make sure that and an insight check from you, Auburn.
Well,
I can't see my rolling thing for some reason. Please.
Oh, how about if you selected this character? Does that help?
There we go. Much better. Thank you. So a deception check. Well, for the audience at home, that's a 4.
No, it's
a
a natural one.
That's a natural one.
It's a natural 1. Yes.
I feel like you're just saying that to make me feel better.
Okay, hear me out. We still need food for the road, and if I find carrots, I'll give you them. All of them. I'm an honest scout, apart from just then.
Well, maybe I'll have a few, but we should really keep them for the others. All right. I won't lie. I'm having some thoughts about shooting this poor creature.
How tall are you again, Auburn?
I'm about 1 meter and 90, I think. 1 meter and 85.
I tried to grab for his shoulders, but can't because I'm short. So I grab for his waist and pull him down slightly. I look into his eyes, just breathe and pull and shoot. Just try and calm you down a little bit.
Okay.
3 steps.
And I take out my bow and I aim for the rabbit thing. Should I do any kind of roll for?
Yeah, do an attack roll. What did you say it was, Jake?
An Almiraj, I think it's called. Almiraj off the top of my head. Yay. I got it right.
I don't think I can spell. Can you spell that again? Sorry. Or write it in chat.
Oh yeah, I'll write in the chat there with me.
Yeah, thank you. We'll quickly get this sorted. Attack roll. You can do that in the meantime, Auburn.
Yep. All right.
You decide. You decide if it's going to be with or without a disadvantage.
Well, it's not going to be with disadvantage. It's going to be instead a deception check because I'm going to miss on purpose.
Right. Okay.
Ow.
Well, in that case, deception check.
8.
All right. Yeah, roll an insight check then, Jake, just to see if you believe that this was a genuine shot.
All right. Well, let's see how this goes. Oh, that's better.
You feel like he didn't try. He probably.
Oh no! Now it probably ran away. I say really loudly to make it to scare it.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed and walk off.
Wow.
Auburn stands there and just goes. Oh. And then kind of just rubs his eyes like. That's it.
Right, and as Jake, as you're leaving, Thrak is passing you in the process, and he's walking up to Auburn, and he's like, so I heard that. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to scare you.
But very quickly, as he's walking past, can I try and trip him up?
Sure, if you want to.
I really don't like that he insulted my little setup.
I mean, all right. I mean, I'm not going to argue with that. So what would that be? You roll an attack roll?
Attack roll, sure.
And I will roll an athletics something, or maybe. Well, he's not prepared, so to be. Where is he actually? He's here. So you roll the dirty 20. No, it's a natural 20. Jesus.
Yeah.
You don't have any modifier for attack rolls?
Well, I didn't know if you want me to.
It's just an unarmed strike. Don't you have?
Yeah.
Can you not do that? I mean, I'll happily. Well, you rolled a
Yeah.
natural 20. I'll go with that. So, yeah, you trip him up.
Perfect.
He falls
I-
flat on the. So he's
you
he's
hear
still
a giggle
saying
and I just run off.
he's still saying that out loud, and then he falls to the.
I still get shocked by him, but then I immediately go, oh, God, so you all right? And I pick him up, like,
Jake, can I get you to do a quick deception check just to add flair to it?
Okay, sure. Jeez.
Another. That's a dirty 20 though, but
Dirty
still,
20,
I don't think he will beat that. No, he won't. So he just thinks that he tripped.
Careful,
the
stones for all.
Oh, fucking hell. Sorry. Auburn, isn't it?
Yes, Flo.
So, the name's Thrak.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I've
we
seen-
we talked the other.
Well, I didn't know
yesterday.
your name before today, but we talked before, yes.
So it seems like you have some nature tracking skills, perhaps. Also, I've heard from reliable sources.
Yeah. I've had a lot of training in tracking and the natural world, but I haven't actually been to the nature before. Well, this happened.
All right. So because as you've probably already realized, you look tired though. Are you all right?
I'm having a little trouble calming down with all these trees and the spiders and the not open terrain. I like my terrain a bit more open, so I can see danger coming.
All right. Interesting enough, I think we are more people that think that maybe this is not, a safe spot to build up camp.
No, definitely not in the middle of a forest. We'll be killed.
So maybe, if I may suggest something to you, maybe you would like to be part of a party to figure out a more suitable place, maybe to look up to set up camp. It seems like you have the basics down, something where we can maybe see a little bit further. Access to water would also be nice.
Yes, like a plain with a river or something. That'd be
something
great.
something like that. Yeah, maybe if we could try and if I can get you to be in charge of figuring out find some people and go out and try and
Oh, I don't know about in charge, but I'll definitely help.
okay.
I'm not really the leadership type. I mean, look at me.
I mean, you look big and strong.
Well, looks can be deceiving, and there's a tiny bit of teardrop juice in Auburn's eyes.
Exactly. So if you're large and strong, look large and strong, and nobody will be the wiser.
Oh. Okay. I guess I'll try.
All right, trying is all we can do, I guess. Also, I don't know where the Strix is the owling, right?
Yes.
I don't know where he went, but it seems like you talked to him, so maybe talk to him and see if he can help out with the scouting, and if you need any other help, anyone else you need with you, then we have a few with a little bit of experience being in the outdoorsy among the people in the camp.
Sure. I'll go talk to him.
All right. So whenever you feel like it, and he leaves.
go and pick up my lost arrow, and then I go and find Strix.
If I may, I'd like to have Strix just sort of fly out of the forest where Auburn's collecting his arrow, grasping a dead Almirage in his talons. Throw to the undead who'll immediately devour it.
Oh. And then I just kind of trudge in his direction.
Strix will just sort of shrug. What, do you want them to be hungry next time they go rogue?
No, it's not that. It's just... Never mind. Strix, Thrak wants a scouting party. He thinks somehow I should be in charge of it, and he asked me to go to you and see if you'd be willing to be in a scouting party as well.
What are we scouting for?
A better place to set up camp, like a more open area, not in the middle of a deadly forest filled with spiders and trolls.
If we're gonna move, we better get on with it. I need to set something up for my undead by tonight.
Definitely, we should keep get moving before they possibly do that thing again.
Okay, I'll just touch on Auburn's shoulder. Be led around.
Oh, well, but we should probably have more with us, right? It shouldn't be just you and me.
What about the Boy Scout? He knows
Sure.
about nature and things.
Yeah, he might be a bit cross with me though, but we can bring him. Should we go and find him?
I assume he's still around.
I've just gone, like, just going through my bag, making sure I've got stuff. Just, you know, I feel like I would be on this, like, scouting party anyway, even though no one's asked, so.
All right, we go and find Benjamin. Benjamin.
Hi, Slacker.
Well,
I mean, Auburn. Hi. Sorry.
It's a bit mean, Benjamin.
I'm sorry. We'll get you there eventually. We just need you to be less afraid, and sometimes it's best just to do it, because my scout leader always told us to do what we do best, even if it scares us down to our deep souls.
Okay. Well, the thing is, right now we're going to scout out a better place to camp, and
good idea.
You being a scout would probably be a good idea to have you on the team as well.
That sounds like a great idea. I'd be flabbergasted. Let's go.
Oh, great! Oh, okay, great. But should we maybe bring, a bit more people, so we're not?
Sure. As long as Thrall's not there, that'll be fine. I mean, I'm sure he's perfect. If you want him there, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, we should probably just. I'd feel safer if we maybe had Arleem and Neza too.
Oh, for sure. I like that.
Because Neza's smart. She'll know where where a good place that's the things we need is, and Arleem he's also very good at fighting stuff. So
yeah, and he has amazing dance moves.
He does? I didn't see.
Oh,
He does.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Oh, great. Well, let's go and get him.
Sure.
All right, Neza, you're back at your little area where you have all these devices that you really want to look into. The last thing that you were looking at was the scanner, if I remember correctly. So
That's right.
yeah. So what is Neza doing while the others are having all these conversations and heading in your direction?
I am going through all of the equipment that we brought back and comparing that with what I know we need to make a portal home.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let me quickly find my own little list.
Yeah. So I'm like, I should probably find that list.
And have a look at the loot as well. Where are you? There you are. I did give you a list, didn't I? Portal list. Here we go. So, you need to build a frame. You can do that with anything. So you don't really think that's easy. You can use wood, you can use metal, you can use stone. Doesn't really matter.
Not worried about that. And I'm making a mental note that I want to touch base with the Boy Scout about where we are in space, because I saw him with the telescope.
Yeah. And that's correct, because what you need is some kind of coordinates or somehow to aim the portal in the right direction.
Yes, and all of the mag cans and
you need a power source. You do currently have two mag cans that can help power some of these devices.
I think I'm gonna need more than that.
You need to figure out how much power you actually need, because you do know that the mag cans malfunctioned, so it increased its power outage. But you don't know by how much. So that is definitely something you need to try and experiment with and figure out. And it's very easy to think how many different ways that could go wrong.
Well, I have a list of all of the ways in which we can die.
You need a power calibrator, which you can most definitely salvage from some of the equipment that you've found so far. Cables and doodads.
All the doodads.
You do have a collection now or you can at least also salvage some from the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then you need time.
Time to run all these experiments.
And then you need a spell stone with the spell dimension door.
Yeah, I should probably ask somebody about that. Someone who knows the magic a little bit better than me. Maybe Strix. Seems to take the spell stone. Yeah.
Alright. So that is the list.
That is the list. So I'm just rummaging through what we've got, putting aside some things that I know will be helpful. Making like the portal home pile. That's not so much a pile, it's actually very organized, like stacks, and if I had a way to make shelves, I would be doing that. And I'm making note of everything on my tablet, which I'm pretty sure is going to die very soon, but that does not stop me using it, and I'm panicking muchly.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably down to like 40-something% currently of power. So, I mean, Ness also knows that, in a pinch, Mac can recharge it.
Mm-hmm. But Maycans can also get us home. It's a conundrum, Conundrum. So that's what I'm doing.
All right. You keep looking at... Let me quickly see. You keep looking at the scanner as well, because you know that you have a missing bus. Because Strix only noticed 2 of the 3 crash sites, and you know that the scanner could potentially find that missing bus. The scanner could potentially, depending on how far the dragon went, also find that dragon location. Just adding that to Neza's thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna...
Deep thoughts going on from Neza.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Amanda? I'm not sure.
It's a bit of both. It's a bit of both here. Okay, I'm going to go to Strix.
All right. I mean, Strix is headed in your direction anyway, so...
Well, isn't that beneficial? Strix,
Hello.
just the owl I wanted to see.
Don't worry, I'll dig the hole.
Okay, that would be that's fine. Yeah, no problem. I know you're gonna dig that hole. You could probably even get them to dig their own hole if you.
Yeah. I'm not going to do it myself. Come on.
Oh no, you've got people for
Hold
that.
up a talon.
Yeah, you've got people for that. Anyways, so there's a missing bus. And I think that we need to find that bus.
Couldn't see it.
Auburn, who is directly beneath Strix. Well, actually, we have an assignment already, which is maybe a little bit more pressing, which is finding somewhere safe to not be attacked by monsters. Like a more open area that we can, watch. And I was hoping actually that you would be willing to come with us, because you can say if the place is good to build on, because I suppose you need to build your portal on it.
And when you say that, you see her face change from one of like, oh no, this is a terrible idea, to like, oh yes, that's actually very smart. And total demeanor shift. I wasn't planning on going with you, but you make a very good point, because nobody else would be able to know where to build that portal. Like, that's something that I just have to do myself.
Yeah, and also you're smart, so we'll also need that.
Yes, I am. But this bus is very important, because without this bus, we might be able to get home.
Oh,
So
yeah,
do you think we do like a multi-purpose trip?
Sure. But the most important thing is not dying, because we can't go home if we're dead.
And the second most important thing is like not being stuck here.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. Have you told Thrall that you want me to come with you? Because he doesn't seem to like when I leave this camp. He's very weird.
Well, actually, Thrall asked me to gather a party to go and scout. So.
Is he going too?
No.
Oh,
I
he's
don't think
supposed to
so.
be going. That's disappointing. Right, okay.
I think someone should stay and be in charge of the camp while we're gone. And Thrak actually does seem like he at least knows how to keep people in line.
Who's Thrak?
The dwarf?
Oh, Thrall.
That's not his name.
That's close enough.
I think we should also
So really
get Arleem.
him in charge? Arleem.
Yeah, we've been doing great, the five of us so far when we're out, and I'd feel safer being with people that I trust to at least keep me alive.
Okay, I mean, you're in charge.
I guess. Well, okay, so should we go and get him?
Go ahead, yeah, it's a great idea.
And you're coming?
Is that a question or an order?
An order?
Oh, I like this side of you. Yes, I'll come.
Oh. Auburn looks like he couldn't believe how easy that was. And then just goes awkwardly in the direction of where he thinks Arleem is.
Okay, Arleem, I guess at current time you're walking around and you're talking to some of all these survivors, is that correct?
Yeah. You'll see me pottering about. I'm making conversation, mainly with the ones who look outwardly pained, and maybe in some distress, and seeing if I can figure anything out that can potentially help them, but also just making conversation with anyone.
Are you throwing out any heals if need be?
Here and there, if people need them, yeah.
All right. So in that case, someone is coming up to you like a female elf, and he's like, you can actually. Sorry to interrupt, but you can actually use your healing abilities here.
Not all of them, but some of them, yes.
I just feel so lost.
How comes?
Like, I can't. It's like all my abilities is completely gone in this place, and I can't. I can't feel my deity. The one that I pray to. They always. I could feel them normally.
And did you stop being able to feel them when you arrived here immediately?
I mean, I didn't. It was so stressful, so I didn't realize immediately if that's the case. I don't know if it was straight away, but at least at last night when I was going to say my prayers and just before we went to bed, I just couldn't feel the connection.
Yeah, I get that. I actually have kind of a celestial guide that just hasn't been here since we arrived either. And it's really uncertain. Like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. I always had a bit of a safety net. And I don't have that here. And it's scary. It's really scary. And whilst I don't have a heal, I don't have a spell that I can potentially use, I can say that you're here, you're surviving, and then it doesn't matter if you can't really feel them right now. You're still as connected to them as you were back where we came from. Okay?
Okay. Sorry, my name is Lyrae.
Hi, Larry. My name's Arleem. It's really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I mean, it's sort of. I mean, still disturbing, but sort of comforting to know that I'm not, the only one that feels like this.
Mm-hmm. There are others. Don't worry. You're not alone. And until we figure out what's going on, we're going to lean on each other. We'll be each other's guides, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you walk a little bit more around, talking to other people, and eventually the group of people that is catching up to you.
Hello. What's going on then?
Hey, Arleem. We're going on a scouting mission. We'd like you to come. Or
What are we scouting?
A new place to stay that is not in the forest. That is on an open plain, maybe, or a bit of defensible area.
Okay. Where are we looking for?
Something. Well, I guess we're just really just going to go out and look and see if we find
Okay. Okay. Sure. You want me on board?
Yeah, for safety reasons, because you're good to have in a fight, and we might run into more dangerous wildlife.
You see Arleem's chest puff up a bit as you say that he's good for something. But he doesn't actually bring attention to it. Sure. Yeah. No. I can help. Yeah. I kind of glance over the camp, and people seem to be as okay as you can be in a situation like this. Nothing I could potentially do to help here. But I have told them to let Thrak know if they need anything, and that he can let me know as well.
All right. So I will switch to the map of the world. Here we go. Because you need to decide where you want to go. So down here to the southeast, you know, the troll camp is down there to the southeast. Strix has scouted the 3 vehicles in front of you, which is the supply vehicles. Auburn, you have been to this one in the middle.
Uh-huh.
That's the one you know where it is. You've been to. Strix, you know that. I mean, it's you since it's a day ago. You cannot see. You know, obviously you can't see the smoke from the vehicles anymore. But you know, in this direction up here is probably a vehicle. Over from here is probably a vehicle. You know that one vehicle is over here in the mountain somewhere because the dragon took it, and then the last vehicle is unknown. But probably over in this direction, because that would make sense in, you know, in the direction everything, you know, went the first day you were here. You know that, yeah, the troll camp is down there. That's in the way of that. So you need to figure out if you want to go around it or what you want to do. You know that spiders were happening up here. You don't know if what that means, if there's, you know, more of that or whatever. So that's the information you currently have of the land. And you also scouted this thing sticking, you know, it's the small sort of like hill mountain sort of thing sticking out of the forest line that you noticed the day before. So that's the information that you have. That's the lay of the land currently. And I can imagine that you're all talking about what you want to, where you want to head, and what direction you want to then head in.
I mean, Auburn is going. I assume Strix told us where the
Yeah, I'd have relayed everything.
northwestern thing went down. That doesn't seem too far. So maybe we could. Auburn's going to suggest going to that one so you can see what kind of vehicle that is. And
We'll follow your lead.
You're in charge, Auburn. But if I could just make a request that we have a little rest first. The spiders kind of took it out of me. Don't tell Thrall.
Sure.
Okay, so you want a short rest first?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We go
Okay.
anywhere.
Okay. Well, you can all take a short rest, whoever needs it. Anyone who wants.
And before we take a short rest, then I'm going to use a second wind to get my hit points back. Because I get that back on a short rest.
Okay.
So I regain 14 hit points, so I think I'm at full health.
Then you're back to full health, yes. Anyone else? Arleem takes a hit dice to recover 3 hit points. Did you add that to the infoundry?
It does it automatically, so.
Awesome. Benjamin, you want to do
I think
anything?
I'm okay. Like, I've only lost a couple points, so I should be
4
okay.
hit points. Yeah. Okay.
I regain full health.
Okay. So, anything particularly you want to spend this quick downtime on? Anyone? Or are we just quickly moving out?
I think heading out's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, where are we headed?
I think we should go somewhere that potentially is this open field, like place that you're talking about, Auburn.
Yeah. Auburn's going to suggest going up there.
To the northwest, so close to the spider incident place.
Well, around them. So not so much going this way, more going this way.
Sure. All right. So you start moving in that direction then. So the forest is quite thick. So what is the walking order? Auburn first,
Auburn and
since he's the leader.
Also, since he's a guardian.
So walking order.
I'll go in the middle, third.
Yeah, relatively middle.
Can I be on Benjamin's shoulder?
Benjamin.
Oh, is my
Oh.
owlbear still here? I imagine so, right?
Yeah, it is.
Great.
Neza,
So
where you
Strix on
at?
one shoulder and
I guess
my
I'm at the
owlbear on the
back.
other.
Nessa at the back.
Since
Auburn
everyone
up
else
front.
wants to go in the middle.
So
This-
Auburn
This can't go
Leading.
wrong.
leading the way. So you're walking through this dense forest, and
Yes, but I want to look for signs that we are walking into more spiders.
right. So you're walking through the forest, and if I can get you to make a perception check, Auburn. And if one other wants to help as well, feel free to.
I'll help.
That'd be
Okay,
great.
go on, Arleem. Go for it.
Do I get the advantage then?
You decide. Either you get advantage or you both roll. It's up to you.
I'll take the advantage then.
Okay.
A bit better. It's up to 12.
At 12. All right. So walking through the forest, it seems fairly quiet now at this point. You don't see any spiders. You are looking up into the trees and just paying attention to where you saw the spiders last time. But doesn't seem like you're encountering any spiders. The forest itself seems very lush. Like there's lots of you already have discovered that there's lots of mushrooms around, 2 different colors. One that has been tasted and one that hasn't been. There's also all sorts of greens and stuff in the forest. So proper lush forest.
Auburn is definitely nervous, and it's going to be very obvious that he's nervous. But so he's picking leaves off trees as he goes, and then stuffing them in his mouth to chew on while he walks.
All right. As you're walking, sorry.
Sorry, I was going to have a little conversation with Benjamin as
Okay.
we were walking.
Do it.
Benjamin, your familiar pet thing?
Oh yeah. Yes.
How did you sneak him past me? There aren't many people that can do that.
Oh, I didn't sneak him. I found him. He's very cute though. I call him Otis.
Wait, where did you find him?
In the trees. He came to me. And he was like
These trees.
No, not these ones. Back towards the camp, like in the opposite direction.
You trained him in a day?
He could do tricks. Shake.
6.
He goes over and like, yeah, I go like this, and he's like shaking my little finger.
Pulls out a wing.
Yes.
He just came out of the trees.
Basically, yeah. Well, he was like glowing at first, and then it was quite the spectacle. It was very dark
He
though,
was-
as well. So
He was glowing?
yeah, beautiful.
So,
Like,
are you deceiving him at the moment?
Me?
Yeah.
No, that's what happened, right?
I mean, it was an
Right.
imp to begin with.
Yeah. Completely forgot that part of it. No, yeah. I from what I remembered, it was like I didn't like the idea of it, but I didn't think it just very quickly shapeshifted in front of my eyes, sort of thing. Unless that's what actually happened.
I mean, you didn't like the look of it, so you decided to change it into something else.
Got it. Okay, right.
mm.
Revert back. Yeah, it was a really, really ugly creature, and I said no, and then it turned into something that I really, really liked, and it was very cute. And now he's called Otis.
wait, what kind of ugly creature?
I don't know. It's like I didn't really look at it. I just like took one very quick glance, and it was like disgusting. So it was like a little creature like this, and it had like little sharp teeth, and it could fly. But now it's an owlbear. It's cute, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Can I cast detect magic on Otis?
Sure. Does anything need to happen, or does that just work?
I think it just goes off.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll be fine.
I mean, it's you can definitely sense that as magic, because it is polymorphed into a different form.
And I think you drew magic from him in the last episode as well. Or you sensed
No.
magic from him.
He drew from you.
Oh, okay. Apologies.
Yeah.
Did Benjamin, did you cast a spell on Otis?
Not on notice, no. Not that I'm aware of.
Can you cast spells, Benjamin? Did you good at magic in school?
I never really learned that much magic, but, it's definitely helped a lot more whilst I've been here.
Is there a sorcerer in your family?
I don't know. I mean, I got my grandpa. He's very cute. He's not cute. He's very old.
Is he good at magic?
I mean, I only knew him a little bit, but that was before I went into the orphanage. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I got the best scouts from the orphanage, and we all lived together. And well, before the trip anyway. We called the Order of the Owlbears. Caw, roar.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Strix is going to fly to Neza's shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Did you see the kid last night? Who was watching him?
Who are you asking?
Neza.
Okay.
The kid? Benjamin?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was over in like a little camp on his own, with the telescope. Why?
Do you know where he got the little friend from?
No. I didn't really think about it. It just kind of showed up.
Yeah, he seems to have picked it up here. And he seems to have cast a spell on it.
No, well, at least somebody can cast a spell. I wonder how he's doing that.
Yeah, I'd like to know how he's doing that too.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Because you're having trouble with your spells, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have that problem. Oh, by the way, do you have the spellstone for a dimension door?
Strix pulls out a pouch full of spellstones. Maybe.
Because I could use one. If you had one.
There might be one in here.
That'd be helpful.
So let me quickly find the handful of spellstones. No. Random grabbed stuff. I'm pretty sure there was one in there. There was.
Yeah, I think that was.
Yeah. So there is actually 2 spellstones with charges, but you drained all the spellstones. So currently it is uncharged.
Wonderful. We can recharge these, right? That's how magic works.
You can recharge it with a mag can, yes.
We definitely need to find more of those mag cans. Did you ever clean your hole?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Oh, that wasn't my fault. That was all a child.
Wait, he ate a mushroom, didn't he?
Oh, he did. Do you think that that's where? Did we all eat mushrooms? Is that thing a figment of all of our imaginations? Are we tripping?
No. Do you have another one of those mushrooms that he ate?
Are the mushrooms on the floor or on
They're
the ground?
all around you, yeah.
I just kind of gesture, be like, I think we can find a mushroom. Do you
Which one
want
did he eat? Yeah.
This one.
I cast Detect Magic on him.
Okay. It's a normal mushroom. There's no magic in it.
Did you want to eat it as well?
You know what? It's
didn't
worth
go
trying.
very well for
We'll eat
Benjamin.
it.
You eat it? Okay.
Okay,
Why
if you're
see
gonna
him- see
puke
him
though,
eat
like
him?
nowhere near me.
I don't know, but you're in the front, so you decide if you are looking
Nah,
back.
I am not looking back. You can eat it.
Okay. Can you do a Constitution saving throw? I just need you to roll it, and
Probably not. Save. 8.
Okay. Yeah. For now, you're feeling normal.
Do you get magic from that mushroom? Can you do your things now?
Nothing yet, but we'll see what happens.
This would be a fantastic way to replenish everything if the mushrooms are magic.
Mhm.
Very
Alright.
helpful. So you're concerned about that thing? The
Yes.
thing?
Yes, it's not what it looks like. I don't know what it is. But it's not an owlbear.
It looks like an owlbear.
Yeah, but it's not an owlbear.
How do you know?
Because it's polymorphed.
Oh, why didn't you just say that? Does he know that it's polymorphed?
I think he polymorphed it.
Does he know that he did that? I don't think he knows anything.
Kinda,
Really?
kinda. He knows he did something to it.
Hmm. What do you think it is then, if it's not an owlbear?
I don't know, he said it could fly and had like claws. Doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Can't an owlbear fly and doesn't they have claws? I mean,
Why would you polymorph an owlbear into an owlbear?
fun. See if you can.
I suppose.
How do you know if it worked?
Somebody detects magic on it.
Polymorph. Success!
Well, it doesn't look like it wants to kill anyone. So, maybe just let it chill for a bit until it tries to kill us like other things did this morning.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm. That's all we can do, really, until, something happens.
Benjamin, can I get you to make a perception check?
Of course.
19, that's a good roll. You don't notice it straight away, but you do notice all of a sudden that there's some movement in the tree, just sort of parallel, walking parallel with you. And when you're looking in that direction, it's still difficult to see them, but you can see that person, creature, whatever that was there last night that gave you the owlbear, and he's sort of walking, or they are walking parallel with you.
So I notice it's exactly that thing.
I mean, it's still difficult to make up the proper shape of them, but yeah, you have the feeling that it's the exact same person.
Hey you! Hey you!
You're shouting out loud.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
It's like,
I
"Hey, look, over there!
I turn around
immediately
immediately.
slap my hand across his mouth. not slap him across the mouth, but quickly shove my hand around his mouth.
I turn around, drawing my bow and an arrow, looking into where he's yelling at.
So you're pointing in the direction?
Yeah.
All right. The rest of you see forest.
What is it, Benjamin? Is there someone there? Is that a troll? Is it a spider?
I will remove my hand if you are quiet. I take my hand off.
Did you see that over there?
And you can see that as he's walking parallel, he's walking, there's a tree in between as he's walking past it, and nothing comes out on the other side.
I think those mushrooms are still having. I may be sick.
Did you eat any
Sorry.
more?
No, I don't know. Maybe I'm tired. Sorry, I didn't mean. I'll be quiet. If I see anything in the future, I'll just be like, stop, and then point. No loudness.
What did you see? Because I don't see anything there. It's just trees. What was there?
I'm sure it's fine. It doesn't matter. It just looked like. I don't know. I thought I saw something from last night, but never mind. It's okay.
I go back to Benjamin and then I hand him my water skin with a really pertinent look. Like, you need to drink this, all right?
Okay. It's just down it. The whole thing.
Gotta rinse out all those poisons and toxins.
Mm-hmm. And then I give him my water skin in return.
You keep them. Benjamin, you need to
Okay.
drink both of them.
Okay. I drink the whole thing of the other one as well.
Okay.
I head back in front.
Can I scan the area to see if anything heard Benjamin's cries?
I mean, there was probably some birds that got scared and flew off. But besides that, you probably need to roll a perception check.
I will do just that. 23.
Yeah. So you're looking around. Besides the birds flying off, it seems like everything is quiet and normal forest to you.
Okay, cool.
All right. You keep going, everyone.
So, Strix, are you still on my shoulder?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we should talk to Benjamin.
Probably a good idea.
Benjamin,
Hello?
come here.
Oops. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I stop walking, let Arleem go past, and
Hi. So how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
Great, totally great. So I
Okay.
just have a question for you.
Mhm.
Like no big deal.
Sure.
You said, you said you saw something last night.
Oh yeah, I thought it was the same thing from over there, but again, it was late. I must have been tired. It was dark. I'm sure it was fine.
I'm sure it was fine. Because this place is very full of fine creatures. So what happened last night?
Oh, so I was laying in the grass and I was looking at the stars. Oh, I need to show you all these star diagrams. I pull out my book. I'm just completely
I
distracted. from everything.
absolutely want to see those, but I need you to stay focused. I close your book and push your hands down. I need you to focus on what I'm asking you right now.
Yep. I was telling you, but you just showed my book.
I really, really want to see these. Like, genuinely, really want to talk to you about the stars. But I will get very focused on that, and that's not where I need to be right now.
Okay.
Tell me about the creature.
Oh, okay. So after I was doing the stars, I saw something in the tree line, and it was slightly glowing. And I fill in the whole conversation because I forgot what happened.
All right. So from the top.
Yep, from the top.
Okay. So he's explaining to you all while he's looking at the book because he drew it, but Neza just closed the book. So he tries to describe the best he can that he saw
He was showing me like the stars.
Yeah, but he also drew, and he just said that like 20 seconds ago to Neza, and Neza was just like, nope, don't want to see it, because you thought he was talking about the stars. So
Totally.
anyway, I mean, it's so on brand, so I love it. But he's explaining to you how he saw this person, quite difficult to see how they actually looked like, and they had two that looks like ravens landing on their shoulders as they emerged, and 2 4-legged beasts that looked sort of like wolves coming up to him as well, as he was standing there and talking to Benjamin about getting a friend, a companion that can help him.
And
And
that's how I stop the conversation.
okay. So you don't tell how you manifested it.
Sorry?
So you don't tell how you manifested it.
No.
Okay.
I'm just
Auburn is-
staring at Otis throughout all of this, looking for any owlbear-like features or behavior.
He's staring right back at you.
Auburn is going to step back, just slow his walk so he's next to Arleem and say, "Man, they are talking a lot and giving away our position. It's freaking me out.
I don't know what you want me to do about this.
I don't know.
A kid is a kid.
Well, help me. Help me make them stop talking."
I mean, I literally gagged him. I don't know what more I can do. Unless we do a more permanent, I don't know.
Well, you seem
And you
to
can't
know
get
how-
Neza to stop talking the second she starts, so...
Well, you seem to know how to, speak to people and make them like do what you want. How?
That makes me sound a lot more insidious than I am. I just I don't know. I'm just easy to talk to, I suppose. I just listen to what people say. I respond usually how they want. I don't really know. Have you never had that gift? Don't answer that question. I know. I know. I'm aware. But hey, you're leading us now, right?
Well, I'm doing a crap job of it.
What are you on about? You're here. You're leading us to somewhere. What makes you think you're doing crap?
Don't know what I'm doing, Ollie.
This isn't Arleem laughing. Sorry. Honestly, you're doing a fine job. You're taking the lead. You're moving us out here. You checked out when the child decided to scream into the forest. You gave him water to cleanse the toxins. What more do you think you need to be doing right now?
I don't know. I wish I had someone here who knew more than me. I used to have someone to tell me what to do.
What do you mean you used to have someone to tell you what to do?
I had a master who taught me everything, but well, he's not here.
Do you still need a master?
I feel like I do.
How comes?
Don't know. I'm just so scared.
Of what?
Everything. This forest. This world. Dying.
I mean, you could be dying back on our own planet, right? That doesn't mean anything.
I don't know. I don't really have an answer. I can't help but feel how I feel.
And that's fair. You know what? That's genuinely fair. And I'm not here to tell you that you should be feeling anything other than what you are feeling, because that would be insincere. But I've seen you do some incredible goddamn things since you've been here. You have literally saved so many people from plummeting to their own death. You have helped us establish a camp. You've helped keep people alive. You literally did things to spiders I've never seen people do to spiders before. You are incredible. You are amazing. Don't let whatever the hell is going on in your head seep out into letting you believe that you're not doing a good job here. You're leading us. Tell us what to do. Lead us. We're here to listen to you.
Auburn doesn't answer, but he looks a bit more elated. He goes, "Thank you."
My pleasure. If there's anything else I can do, just let me know.
Oh well. You're a good guy, Arleem.
Sure. Whatever.
And Auburn goes
Just we're
back
in
to
that beautiful moment.
It is Arleem, don't forget.
and Auburn goes back to take the lead.
All right. How's the conversation at the back?
So you're not concerned about a creepy thing? That didn't seem like a little bit concerning to you, Benjamin?
Neza, we're on a different planet. We're gonna see loads of weird stuff anyway.
But everything so far has tried to kill us.
So far, except for that. But again, it might have just been my imagination. Because, dark and mushrooms and new world.
Strix, you got anything to say here?
Well, Otis seems pretty real, so it's not all in the kid's imagination. Sort of poke it a little bit.
It's real enough. You can touch it. It's probably, when you're trying to poke it, it's probably trying to, don't touch me.
You leave him alone. I'll stroke his back. Anyway, should we go? Carry on walking.
You just you let us know if you see whatever it was again.
Okay.
Okay.
Out of character, I absolutely won't, because now I know no one believes me.
I know, we absolutely believe you. That's the problem.
Doesn't come across that way.
All right. Auburn, you start to see that the tree line is clearing up a little bit. There's, the trees are not as close anymore, so you, with your limited experience, you still do know that this probably means that you're getting to, the maybe a clearing up ahead or something. You're not quite sure, but there's less and less trees as you progress forward.
All right. Well, that gives Auburn hope that he's doing something right, at least. So he's going to pick up the pace a little bit and say, I think I see something up ahead. Let's go.
All right. So to determine where you will exit, I need you to do a survival check just to see how you're trekking through the forest.
Ooh.
Is that all of us, or
Just Auburn. He's leading you.
Okay.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. All right. I will do a quick roll to determine. I'll have 4 positions you can exit. So let's roll a d4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. In that case, I
You walk
need.
into a lava pit.
You'll die.
Come on, guys.
I need. So, how focused is he now about getting out into this clearing? Is he still watching his surroundings, or has he been like, oh, I think that there's something up ahead, so I'm relaxing a little bit, or where's he at?
The latter part, he's relaxing because he thinks he's found a way out of the forest.
All right. In that case, I will
Kill me.
kill you all. No. You. Oh.
that's one way to make sure that we stay in our sessions.
So you got a little bit off track, probably because you were distracted and annoyed by people talking and stuff like that. But you do get up here, and so this is where you're exiting instead. And the clearing that you're looking into is in fact like a little bit more of an open space. Can I get you to do a perception check of where you are as you're entering this. You actually get to a tree line. You can start to see like green, lush landscape in front of you.
5.
5. All right. So
Why did we choose Auburn to lead us?
So
didn't.
I will.
Yeah.
So my foundry is being a little bit slow currently, but I'm trying to reveal some area. So this is what you're looking at. You're basically looking at a little bit more of an open landscape with trees, and it seems like it's going on for quite a while. So it's an open landscape. Congrats, you found it. But where you're exited right now is not near the supply vehicle that you thought that you were heading towards, because you got a little bit off track, and currently you don't really see where it would be because of, what was it, a 5?
5.
Yeah, so
Well, Auburn is going to run up to the edge of the forest and just look out on the plains and just go to himself. Holy shit! I did it! I did it!
This is exactly what we were looking for, Auburn. I think you did a great job.
Yeah. Ah. That's great. Come
So
on,
what
everyone.
now?
So-
Well, there
Who-
was supposed
who
to
would-
be. There was supposed to
Sorry?
be a crashed car here. Huh.
who else of you would consider themselves to be like on the lookout in the forest to see if something would be around?
I mean, I was definitely looking at things.
I was looking the
Maybe
entire way
not.
here.
For things.
Okay.
I was
So
just
Neza-
looking at Otis.
Okay. Neza and or Arleem, if you can do a perception check of the area.
17.
10.
Okay, 17 is good. Let me quickly double check something, because I can see I forgot to update the map in Foundry.
Here we go.
Yeah. So I will update it in the next break, but I just quickly need to see something myself, and it is taking forever to load, obviously.
It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, yeah. It is just one of those days. So many technical issues. Anyway, with that perception check, though, you do notice not right next to you or something like that, but further into the forest, like behind you, sort of. You do see something that could look like webs.
Cool. We should maybe keep walking away from the spiders.
Yeah, good
That way?
idea.
Mhm.
Like into the open field.
Into the open field. Mhm.
Alright.
And look for the bus.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhere away from here.
Maybe Strix, you could do an aerial scouting. You found it the last time.
Oh,
Strix,
of course.
The bus.
I'll.
Okay. You fly up. So in your current position, it's not difficult to see that you overshot your target a little bit. So a little bit further to the south of you, you can see where the supply bus or the wreckage is on the ground. It's out in the open. It's not hidden by trees or anything. So it's fairly easy to see now that you're in this new position. So no roll is needed.
South. It's just south of here.
okay, great.
Lead
Let's
the way.
get to it.
So you move down there to the vehicle.
Yes.
All right.
Do I
walking
see
through.
any more spiders? Spider webs?
No, not now that you're out in the open and you go south. It's perfectly fine. You don't see, but you probably make a mental note that there is definitely some webs up north there that there might be more. A spider home, maybe, who knows? So, but eventually, after some walking, you arrive at the wreckage, and it is indeed one of the supply vehicles. So does what you find here is supplies for eating, drinking, stuff like that. So you found it. You're not enough to carry everything home, but you definitely can. You found supplies.
Just food supplies?
Just food supplies, yes.
Oh, well. This is good.
Neza, this is great.
Yeah.
Just because there's no mad cans here doesn't mean that this is not amazing. This is more food. This means more time for us to find more mad cans.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess. Do you think this is a good spot? Like maybe instead of moving at all to where we are, do we just move our camp here? Is this a good spot to be a camp? What do
Nessa,
you think?
Nessa, can you do an intelligence check real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to see where her head is at currently.
20, dirty.
All right, the spiders as neighbors here. So you will exchange trolls with spiders for neighbors.
I was about to say,
mean,
can we
but
do like some sort of
hard.
Can we do like an investigation to see if they like? Is there webbing here? Is there like signs of them coming in this direction or coming this far?
I mean, you can do a what that would be investigation on nature check to see if you can find anything.
I suck at both of them, so I'm just going for investigation.
Right.
Yep, that's a hard suck.
You're sort of looking around in the nature, and you're sort of realizing you're not really a nature person. You like towns and cities, so you have no clue what to look for. But spiders, perhaps not. You're not sure.
Well, we could just move a little bit further out into the fields, find a suitable space out there.
Yeah, I didn't mean like right here. It just, if the food's already here, why don't we come to the food if it is potentially, not full of spiders?
Can I do a nature check to see, to determine if that this open field wouldn't be suitable hunting ground for giant spiders?
Sure.
12.
12.
Actually, I think it's might be. Yeah, that's 12. It is 12.
All right. I mean, depends how far away the spider nest actually is. You don't know exactly where it is. So you would probably think that they would probably keep to the forest unless they, really needed to go out into the open.
I mean, looking around, I don't think spiders would actually actively hunt out here, and even if they did, we'd see them coming.
We could always just light the spider webs on fire. Look, hear me out. The dwarf, Thorax, he was on board with the fire. He thought it was a good idea. He has like a thing, like a tattoo that goes on fire. And I don't really like that guy, but he liked my fire idea. So, he can't actually be all bad. The fire might not be about, like, if we get rid of the fire, like, light them on fire, and then we're safer-ish.
Well, when I suggested burning down the forest to get rid of the trolls, everyone kept telling me that was a really bad idea.
Well, you see, two different things.
Are they, though?
It's red apples and green apples.
if the dwarf's gonna be casting fire spells, it's better to be doing that out in the open rather than forest.
I agree, and also, I feel a lot safer here than within the forest. And it's not that far for the survivors to go.
The only thing, I don't know if Auburn is realizing this, the only thing that is sort of missing is a water source close by. So at least you haven't found anything right now. So.
Well, apart from having running water, but maybe there's something nearby.
Let's look around.
Yeah. We are a scouting party after all.
That's our job.
I'm guessing I didn't see any water when I was up.
All right. So what did you roll?
You
didn't roll anything.
Yeah, I didn't roll.
No.
I can make a roll.
Yeah, do a roll. Do a perception check.
$16.
Okay. So you would probably have seen then that to the west, not close by, it would probably take a while to get there, but it did look like there was some kind of river going through the landscape. You also noticed that to the south, so there's forest to the south. Actually, let me show a little bit more because you can definitely see that tree line down there. Stop teasing me, Foundry. There you go. Further to the south, you can see that it's foresty, but further south, you notice that it does look like it's clearing up down south as well. So, you don't know what it means, if it means water or if it just means a clearing, but that is the two options that you have right now.
And to the west, is it clearing between here and the river out to the west, or is the forest?
Yeah, I mean there is patches of trees and stuff here and there, and bushes and things, but it's not a forest. It's more clear landscape.
Okay. So if we were to reposition out west a little, we'd still be in this clearing, but potentially much closer to water, Auburn. There also seems to be just some other kind of clearing to the south that might be worth looking into, but I'm not quite sure what that was.
I mean, we could check both out.
Okay. Where to first?
I think maybe to begin with, just to know how long it takes, we shouldn't stray too far from where we are camped right now. So let's go south. Even though it means going back into the forest.
Makes sense to me.
Strix, you would probably reckon that to walk to that river, it would probably take a few hours to do so. Mm-hmm. But it seems like it's open clearing most of the way anyway, so it shouldn't be too difficult if you decide on that later on.
Okay.
That's only a few hours? It's only a few hours?
Yeah, it's going to the river, yeah.
I'll let it be up to a vote. Who thinks we should go south, and who thinks we should go further west?
Where do you think we should go?
Oh man,
you're in charge. Let's do it.
Well, if it's only a few hours, then let's head to the river.
That sounds like a good idea. I'm behind that.
All right. So we spent a few hours walking towards the river in the little bit more open landscape, where Auburn probably feels a little bit more safe because he can see things in the distance, if there should be things in the distance coming towards them.
Definitely more relaxed. He's practically a changed person.
All right. You arrive. You get to a river. It seems
Large river or small river?
It's not a large river, but the sound of the water, the running water, is sort of, I guess, calming on Auburn and probably others as well. It gives a weird sense of, not a weird, it just gives a sense of calmness.
Does it look like a suitable place to set up a camp? Is it like hard ground or marshy ground?
Survival check.
Natural 20.
There we go. I mean,
Oh yeah.
where you are currently is probably good solid ground that you could potentially build on. You're also noticing on the other side of the river, further out, you can see that it does get a little bit more marshy, like marshlands. So if you were to build camp here, then it would definitely have to be on this side of probably on this side of the river. Further out further to the west, it looks like it gets more wet. The ground gets more wet.
So Auburn turns to Neza and goes, "So what do you think? Pretty good place? Kind of open? There's water?"
Looks pretty good. Do I see any place that would make a suitable portal housing?
I mean,
location?
there's ground. There's ground everywhere. It looks like you can build a portal there. Yeah, sure.
I don't believe you.
I mean, it's just freaking ground. I don't know what else you need.
Yes, the ground here is made of ground.
Oh, tell me more about this ground. No, Auburn. I think
That's
this
grass.
looks
on the
like
ground.
a pretty good place. Like, if you think that this would be safe for us, then I trust your judgment.
Well, I do believe we'll be safer here at least than in the forest. And there's a supply vehicle only a few hours away, which we could, if we bring the survivors here, we can take things with us.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking as well? Like, it's a vehicle. We could probably get it working again.
It's normally on rails.
Oh, it's on rails? Oh, I thought it was like a bus with like...
I mean, it's the size of one.
Is it on wheels, though? Is it on wheels?
I mean, sure, there's wheels, but normally it's running on rails.
It's like a...
So it's more like a
compartment?
train compartment.
Oh.
Sure. Yeah.
How does it... How...
You get logs.
But I mean, the vehicles. I mean, maybe you could fix it up, but that would require time, because they did crash from the air into the ground in a way that then
How bad could it be? I don't know.
I mean, we could also just grab the supplies and bring them this way.
Yeah.
Just an idea.
Everybody's going to have to practically walk past it on their way here anyway. We've got like so many
500
people.
500 people, wasn't that what we decided? Or 300 people? 300 people, I think. 300 plus
Also,
people. So
we're having this conversation as if we didn't put 3 people in a dimensional hole and bring them across land. We could just do that with the food.
There might be a mess in
We'll
there, though.
do that.
No, it's been cleaned up. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Great. Well then, should we
let's
head
up
back?
camp. Oh, what that?
Well, we need to. We can set up camp here. Is it getting dark, Marty?
at this point, because you had an early start, so it's probably like afternoon, a few hours after noon.
So we can make it back to camp.
You can make it back to camp, yeah.
All right. Then let's head back and.
Do we
maybe
all
get-
want to go? Do we want anyone to stay here and start like setting something up?
I'd like to stay here. And I think I need Maya and Dad to start digging that pit.
But they come with us. I didn't even realize that.
They'll be in my. They're in my hole.
Oh, they're in your hole. Okay.
Well,
So you were
Strix shouldn't-
staying here until everyone is ready to move the next day?
Strix shouldn't
I
stay
mean-
alone.
The undead need to stay at the very least because they need time to set themselves up if they're going to go rogue in the morning.
Well, we can dig a hole for them.
I think they could dig their own hole, couldn't they?
But they probably need to be getting on with it.
Well, then
I
get
mean,
on
I
with
can always just run back to the
Okay,
camp.
okay,
You know, I know the terrain.
Fine.
No,
No.
Benjamin, you can't run back alone.
I have Otis.
can.
Otis can look after me.
There are trolls in the
No.
forest.
No, there are spiders in the forest.
There are also trolls.
It's fine. It's fine. I can go.
No, Benjamin, no,
Imagine not going alone.
no.
Ugh.
What with you seeing things and everything?
I'm a wild luck. You guys go then. I'll stay here as Strix and help set up a new camp.
He is a camper,
All right then.
although Thrak might not be impressed with
I
anything
thought-
you
I
build
thought-
when he arrives.
So Strix is staying? Or is he just getting his zombies to...
He's getting his zombies out. They're
on the way,
already,
so to speak.
they are already digging, but I'll wait to see what everybody else decides. But they're getting on with it in the meantime. Well, we discussed it.
I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be a terrible idea if a couple of us stayed and started gathering wood and supplies and making this, like, at least starting it. I don't know. It's just a thought.
I don't feel good leaving anyone behind, but I see the idea. But perhaps since I have a cloak that'll make me very stealthy, I could go back and get the camp, and you could stay here. Or someone could come with me if they really want to go, but
I would like to go back to the camp to get the technology and make sure that it is handled correctly on its coming over here.
sure. Then you and I go. Arleem, do you want to stay?
I'll come back. There's probably a lot to do back at the camp, so I'll come back and help.
And you're very good with talking to people.
Apparently.
No, you were holding back from us. You didn't. Why didn't you like? You know what? Well, we're gonna talk about that later. Maybe on the walk back.
I think
All right.
when Neza dies, it's going to be here lies Neza. We'll talk about this later. On the gravestone.
Alright.
So much to talk about later.
But yes, of course. Yes.
All right,
Alright.
so we three will go back, and Strix and Benjamin will stay.
I will offer Nessa my hole and say, "Don't make a mess of it this time."
That was definitely the child, but thank you for the whole. Don't kill the owlbear.
No promises.
No, seriously, like don't.
You gonna kill Otis?
No,
no,
definitely
no.
not.
No.
Whisper in Nessa's ear. What if it's a firebird or something?
I tell Otis to go off and find some like little sticks that he can carry.
Whatever it is, unless it tries to kill Benjamin, just like let it chill. It's probably
What
fine.
if it tries to kill me?
Shh. Do you need to leave? Can I trust you with this?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're gonna be cool.
Benjamin will be fine when you get back.
And the owlbear will be fine too.
If there's an owlbear here, that will also be fine.
I'm going in the pit, aren't I?
No promises about any other kinds of creatures.
do we need to make a deception roll for this? Or...
Yes.
I mean, technically, he's not lying, is he? So...
No, he's being very upfront with his intentions, and I'm not sure that I'm very
right
happy.
here. I haven't gone anywhere. Just like what?
It's just that thing where your parents are just talking over your head. And then...
La 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 la.
Jeez.
Yeah, don't do anything like that, Strix. No matter.
Not unless I have to.
No, you're not gonna have to. Okay.
Hopefully not.
No, hopefully about it. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
Mhm.
All right, we should really get going before it gets
Yeah,
dark.
we're going. We're going.
Have fun.
Mm,
It'll be fine.
So Strix and Benjamin, you stay at the camp, at the new campground, digging a hole for the undead.
Oh, I'm making a fire first and foremost.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna probably scout along the river, see if I can find any like berries and stuff, because I've got my feature as a outlander.
Yeah. And the other three is going back to camp. And so let's see, it took a few hours to get there. It was roughly 1-2, so it's 3-4-ish before they get to the clearing, and then 5 back at the camp. So you would probably not move out the same day. But you would come back and inform everyone that they need to be ready to move out the morning the day after, correct?
Yeah.
correct.
There's no way we'll get 300 people to move within
Yeah, no.
a short period.
So, Benjamin and Strix, you are making up a small camp for the two of you for the night. Strix mainly focusing on, together with the zombies, of making a escape-proof hole for all the undead. What would that be? Survival skill if you were to roll for how secure you're making it? Potentially.
No, I mean Strix isn't doing any of it personally.
No. But yeah, let's just do a survival, at least to. Or would it be? What is survival? What stat is that?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Yeah, sure. So let's do a survival check or a wisdom check, whatever.
Okay.
5. Yeah. I mean, so as far as Strix knows, he has made he manages to make an undead hole for the undead that they most likely can crawl out of.
He will, Strix would definitely check by sending them into the hole and then commanding them to try and escape.
Okay. Where are they? Skeleton. I'll just roll a acrobatics check for the skeleton. And if he crawls out of it.
Great.
He rolled a 21. He wanted to get out of there. One of them definitely got out.
Benjamin,
Hello.
what do you know about digging holes?
Oh, I'm great at them. We used to make all these fire pits, and we used to make terrains. Sure, those pits, all those things.
Cool.
The tree.
What's wrong with
That's
this
what I was
one?
on about. How do I think? I mean, it's a hole. What do you want me to say?
They keep getting out of it.
Oh, I mean, I don't know much about skeletons. Can't you just tell them to stop?
For now.
Oh, to stop the thing that happened in the woods. Yes. I mean, we could put something on top of it.
Got something we could put on top of it?
Oh, we can make something. We can make a big wooden thing and shove it into the sides of the hole so they can't push it out and
Okay. how do we do that?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
really make things.
No, yeah. I'll go get some logs and stuff. And how big is this hole?
I was big enough to fit 6 undead in.
Okay. Okay, sure. So like, what, 8 by 8 foot? That's quite a big hole, actually.
Yeah.
Can they like crawl, like go into a ball?
For now,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
won't necessarily stay there.
Yeah. So I need to try and find huge bits of log to put over the top of this thing. I assume.
I mean, you can probably build like a what's it called, like something out of wood.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's
Because
just,
I'm thinking about
true.
like getting logs like parallel over the top, putting
Right,
another log
that
on top,
large,
and then
okay.
like
I
and then
don't.
put, like, mud over it.
I mean, you could probably do that, but then you would need. You don't have anyone who can carry the logs because I don't think Strix can do that. I mean, he can do a lot of
Still got
things.
still got my bag of holding.
Sorry,
I've still got my bag of holding.
but you would still have to lift it in there, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, and I don't think Benjamin.
The zombies might be able to. The zombies might be
I mean,
able to.
I
But
could
I mean-
try.
Can't.
It's a 16-year-old kid.
I could do it at disadvantage.
But I was thinking that you could
That sounds
build like a was it like just out of smaller branches and stuff. You can build a. I have the Danish word for it. Let me quickly translate. Sorry.
That's okay.
Why is it so difficult? On lettuce?
Ladders?
Lettuce.
Lettuce.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. That'll work. Yeah. Absolutely.
Or something
I'll do
like that. Yeah.
and then just secure
Exactly
it in
what
with more mud.
Neza said.
Yeah.
Putting
Okay.
it
Yeah.
in.
I can
Yeah.
make that. Sure.
So you can so with the both of you just do a nature check. No, sorry, survival check. So then you get advantage if you both roll once.
Oh, 16.
16 and 11. So I would say that yeah, you managed to build that, and it definitely looks more secure than just the hole. Itself.
I will again command them to try and get out of it.
All right. Let's see, Mr. Skeleton. I already packed you away. Let's get you back.
I assume all of them are in there, right? We're not just
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
made
No,
this
no,
thing
it's all
and then
done.
like, oh, what about the other 7? You know, just...
Skeleton stayed in. He couldn't get out. Zombies, they definitely stayed in. That's a natural 1. So it seems like you did a good job.
Good job. Cool.
Good job. I go to high five, but then realize you have claws. Or talons.
I love for a wing.
Yay! Okay, I'm gonna
Alright.
go and get some more supplies for the fire and see if there's any more berries, and you look after these.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything Strix and Benjamin wants to talk about during the evening time here at the camp, or are we moving on?
I'll probably just be quizzing him more about Otis, but I think we've done enough of that. We don't need to play through more of that.
In that case, the rest of you find your way back to camp. It's fairly easy now that you have walked it once, and you don't need to take the detour through the spider-infested area, because now that you're coming from the outside, you can see where the vehicle is, and you know that you can just go straight through the forest there, straight back to camp. So it's
Also, to keep in mind, my background is Outlander, so any path I've traveled, I know.
So Auburn is definitely leading you back, way more confident than he led you away. So unless you want to have some kind of conversation during the walk, then I suggest that we go back to camp.
I got nothing.
Nothing
Very well.
explicit. No.
All right, you come back to camp. It looks like it looks like it did when you left. It's a little bit more. I mean, people have been doing a few things around it, around the camp. You can see that Thrag has definitely, done some things to try and secure it a little bit more, as much as possible, considering that it's just a, temporary camp for you. But yeah, besides that, it looks pretty normal.
I go up to Thrak
Mhm.
and I say, Mr. Thrak, we found a suitable place.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's actually not that far, and there's water, and there's open terrain, and there's secure ground. Should be much more safe than this place.
All right, very well. How long does it take to get there? Can we still make it, or should we wait till tomorrow? You think?
It took us about half a day, I believe.
Yeah, back in home. Yeah.
Yeah. So with 300 people, maybe a day.
All right, so tomorrow then.
Yeah.
Right.
Sooner the better.
I'll make sure everyone is informed, and we can leave tomorrow as soon as everyone is up and ready.
Great. Can't wait to be out of this place.
You and me both. You and me both.
Right, so I go back to the others and say, well, successful mission.
Oh,
Good job, Auburn.
Thanks. I feel a lot better now, knowing that we'll get out of here. Maybe I'll
You did
even
good.
sleep.
Sleep is nice.
Oh, you're exhausted.
I am. So.
I completely forgot that. Let's rewind this whole episode. Go back and start over.
Yes, we'll start over. Well, I did roll like shit for most of them,
Yeah, fair enough.
so maybe it was meant to be.
Maybe it was. The dice always tells good stories.
Why don't you get some rest now? Auburn, you look like you're ready to drop.
Oh, maybe I will. Thank you, Neza.
Yeah, no worries. I'll keep an eye on the place.
Great. That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
And Auburn just lies down on the grass right there and just passes out.
I mean, that's not quite what I meant, but it's fine.
So there's still, some time left of the day if anyone wants to do anything before you go to sleep.
I'm immediately going over to all of the supplies that I started cataloging to make sure that they're still there and haven't been touched by anybody else.
Yeah. It looked like it. Everything
But
looks untouched.
How many mag cans can fit in the hole?
2.
2.
I think we established last time that 2 was the limit.
2 is the limit.
That was in the bag. You can probably get as many as you like in the hole. There's no weight limit on the hole.
Yeah, but you currently only have 2 anyway, and then you have the banged up one that doesn't work. So
in theory, could put all of my equipment in the hole.
I mean, I would say so. Yeah.
I will. That's what
Yeah,
I
it's
will
like
spend
10
the
foot
evening
deep.
doing.
Okay.
I'll go to the people who I spoke to before that seemed they were in need of kind of the most mobility help and start figuring out plans on how they can move.
All right. Do a medicine check.
This should be interesting. Let's do 7.
I mean, there is some that definitely have issues walking with, probably some broken bones and bruises and, the like. But you're not quite sure how to, if that, besides carrying them, you don't really know what to do, but with them. But there's definitely other, IAC personnel that might have better ideas if you don't really, since you don't really know what to do with them.
Yeah, okay. I kind of bounce the idea out and say that they obviously need some sort of support, whether it's people helping them on the move itself or people being able to craft something that will help them with their mobility.
I guess it's a good opportunity to bring back Lyrae, who comes up and you're talking to her about helping these people, and she's like, I'm sure that there's a few things we can definitely do for them. I mean, it wasn't only magical healing we did back where I'm from, so we can probably with some wood and if we can tie some rope around to help support the legs and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure some of them can walk by themselves.
Okay, cool. I kind of relay that to the ISE members who are kind of dotted around and tell them to go and get some wood while still being careful. Don't leave the camp too far.
Yeah. And some of these people do, and Lyrae is being there helping as well with making sure that everyone is patched up and ready to go in the morning.
Awesome.
All right. Is that it for the night?
I think the only thing that I'm doing back at the other base, I'm jotting down the stars again because I feel like it's important to do that night by night. But whilst it was still evening time, I guess I'm just going around and taking samples of all the berries that I can find and just drawing them in for notes. But that's everything from my end.
As you're doing all these things, there is a moment where you see that being standing on a small hill in the distance, just watching you, and you look away, and when you look back, he's gone again.
Unsettling. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend that I never saw it, I guess. Yep.
All right. Arleem,
Mm-hmm.
does your species dream?
Yes.
Fair enough.
Sorry, just quickly before we get into the night, Strix will keep watch all night. He's not going to sleep as there's only the two of them. We've been attacked the night before.
That's fair. Arleem, you're standing in the woods. There's trees everywhere. There's no camp, there's no nothing, just trees, just nature. It's at first you're like, this is just a forest, it's no big deal. But you realize that it's not what's there that is upsetting you or is unsettling. It's what's not there. There's no sounds. There's no wind. No animals. Just nothing.
Okay. Do I have control over this dream in any way, shape, or form?
Depends. What do you want to do?
Have a look around just to see if there's anything abnormal.
Okay.
Other than all the things you just listed out, obviously.
You can walk around, and you do walk around, and you're looking, and not really sure what you're searching for, except maybe all the stuff that's missing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is there anything around? Is there somewhere where it seems more normal? And you head off in one direction. Same thing. Awfully quiet. No movement.
Can I climb one of the trees?
Sure. It's fairly easy to do. It's almost like it's maybe a little bit too easy, but it's fine. You can climb the trees. You climb up. You get up to fairly high up into the tree tops. It's a quite actually you're in luck. You picked a tree that is higher than every other tree, so you can
Perfect.
climb. Yeah, awesome. So you climb up and you can see everywhere you look, just trees, huge forest. You look to the distance, and as far as you can see, just forest, trees. But it's the
Not
same
even like
thing.
the mountains that we came across.
Well, maybe there's some the mountains way off in the distance, but it seems like everything is really far away. There's just forest everywhere. But still, no wind, no sound, no birds. It's really empty.
Oh, this is eerie. Is there like a clearing or anything in the forest I can see from this high up?
Do a perception check.
Okay. I'm rolling so badly today. 11.
Let me roll against that roll, and it just seems like it's forest.
Okay. I climb back down the tree and just pick a direction and just start running.
Okay, you just run. You pick a direction. You're running. And you have that thing where you start running and then you fall, and you try to get up and you try to keep running and you fall again, and it just repeats. But you are stubborn. You just need to get somewhere else where there needs to be something here. You cannot be all alone. But it's a struggle running. You just keep falling over.
Can I try calling out? Is there zero sound from me as well?
You call out. Your voice is there. But it's like it doesn't travel anywhere. You can hear it. You can hear it yourself, but there's nothing, like not even an echo, anything.
I don't like this. I don't know what to do other than curl up into a ball and cry.
You do that?
Maybe. I'll try running just a bit more.
All right. You try to run again. Same thing happens. You fall over. What is this? Why do you keep falling? It's like you want to get away from here, but you can't. And every time you try, you fall down.
Okay. I just kind of slump against a tree and probably burst into tears.
Because of your is it called hulking? Is that the word?
My what?
Hulking? No, like
Sobbing? Sobbing?
Sobbing. Yeah. Are you sobbing? Yeah. Okay. And so you're sitting there sobbing by yourself when you feel like, was that a sound? You try to.
Did I hear where it come from?
You're not sure. You try to keep whatever feeling you have in your body by trying to keep it back. You try to get the sobbing under control. And then you hear it again. There was something. You're not quite sure in which direction. You...
Just going to say, I get up and try running again.
You get up, you try run in a direction, you fall down immediately.
I get up again. And I
And
call
running?
out to it.
So you call out and you listen. And then you hear it. It's like yelling, but very, very far away.
Can I make out what it's saying?
Where are you?
I scream back that I'm here. I'm here.
And for a while, you hear no reply. You're like wondering if they did not reach them, and you're about to yell something again when you finally hear a response. Where? You're very far away.
I don't know. By the trees. I don't know, but I need to find you.
And again, it takes a very long time for a reply to come, but it does come. I don't know where you went. I'm looking for... And you don't hear the end. But you do see, or sense more than see, another being moving through the woods.
Do I sense where they are?
It's difficult to see exactly where they are. And it's almost like every time you see movement and you turn your head and you look at whatever this is, it's difficult to focus on it. It's almost like it doesn't want to be seen, and sort of feels like it's everywhere.
I try crawling rather than running to where I can sense it the strongest.
This new being, or where the voice came from.
Where the voice came from, not the new being.
Yeah. You try and crawl in that direction, and it's difficult. It's very heavy. You have to use like every strength in your body to try and go in that direction. And are you doing anything?
I'm just literally dragging myself as hard as I can across the floor.
Okay.
I don't like whatever this new being is. I'm trying to get away from it. I know you said it's like everywhere, but I'm still attempting to get away from it.
Yeah. You sense a shadow sort of looming over you.
I look wildly around. Is there anything casting a shadow?
It's not... If you're just looking around you, then no.
Above?
You look up. You see something looming over you, but again, it's difficult to focus on it, to actually see what it is. But you feel like you've seen it before? And it takes a while. And then you focus on something, two glowing orbs that are looking almost not just at you, but into you. And it says, no. We don't want outsiders here. I don't know how you got here, but no need to get others involved.
What do you mean by others?
Whoever it was that you tried to call here.
Who are you?
It's not important. I'm here. Maybe you should just wake up. And with that, the dream dissipates. You sit up. You are sitting. You sit yourself up, and you are in the camp. Probably
Ugh.
drenched in sweat.
Yeah. What time is it?
It's still dark. You sense you're not completely sure, but you would say that it's probably sun is probably not up for another hour.
Okay. I immediately get up, stand up, look around camp, check to see if everything's here.
It's quiet, but there's wind. There is, all the sounds that would normally be in a quiet forest. And it seems like everybody's sleeping soundly.
Okay. I go find a canister or something of water and kind of take a long drink from it. Just kind of take a few deep breaths and it's fine. It was just a weird dream.
You just shrug it off.
Yeah, I try and just shrug it off. I say shrug it off. I try and shrug it off. I assume there's probably something not quite allowing me to shrug it off completely, but I try and not think too much about it.
Fair enough. So you're not going back to sleep?
Yeah, no, I'll try and get some sleep. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you do manage to get a little bit of more sleep in before everyone else gets up. No weird dreams going on.
Okay.
Yes, dream session. Nailed it.
Finally.
You picked the right person this time. Well done.
Jeez.
All right. The camp wakes up eventually. Everybody's up and ready to go. And anyone who wants to have any conversations, anything before we move out?
I don't think
How'd
Auburn's
everyone
just-
sleep? How'd everyone sleep?
Not great.
Auburn is like, I feel fantastic just knowing that we're leaving.
You look a lot better than you looked when you just kind of slept at my feet yesterday.
I was really tired. I
You-
hadn't slept since
yeah.
we got here.
I know, but you slept now. I'm
Yeah.
glad.
I'm refreshed and ready to get out of this forest. Just really far away.
Yeah, let's get ready to go.
Yeah, I'll start rounding up the survivors. And I'll go do that. Like rounding people up in a quite persistent way.
Neza?
Yes.
You feel a familiar, like sort of warm breeze just floating by you.
Familiar?
Familiar.
Oh, how does it make me feel?
It makes you feel like when you've been away from someone for a long time and you finally see them again. Like that feeling.
Where have you been? It's been lonely without you.
As you ask that question, it's like that breeze comes to a standstill. Like nothing really happens to that question.
Have you gone again?
you still sense the presence.
Well, wherever you were, I'm just really glad you're back. This place is weird.
You sense the breeze is going in that direction, and you sort of look in that direction. You see like some leaves on a tree starting to blow, and then you see further down another branch, moving a little bit in the slow breeze, and further down again, sort of like it's leading you on.
Is there anybody around me?
I mean, there is people packing up stuff and doing things.
Anybody but that I would possibly recognize?
I mean, sure, Thrak is there.
Oh. Anybody else?
I mean, they're probably somewhere around the camp.
Ugh.
I mean, I have only just woken up and not done anything, so I'm probably still in the area.
I just follow it.
Okay.
I thought about telling someone, but I'll it's not really Neza. She's just gonna wander off.
Sure. Arleem, you want to do a perception check?
Sure.
I mean, only if you want to.
18. There we go. A good roll. Above 10. That's nice.
Very well. You do notice that Neza is starting to walking south.
That is weird. It is odd that Neza would just be walking out of camp on her own, given her equipment's still all here. So
No, it's in a hole in my pocket.
Well, but I mean here. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, okay. So it's not here. Still odd. I'll watch until she gets out of sight and then follow.
All right. But what is your passive perception, Neza?
Uh, 13.
Are you trying to be stealthy, Arleem, or you're just walking after her?
Not specifically. I've got nothing to be stealthy for.
Okay, so you're just walking. Fine. It continues out of the camp, and you can see branch ahead, just moving a little bit further down the line as a bush that is moving a little bit. And you keep walking. You keep walking? Question mark?
Keep walking.
You keep walking.
Mm-hmm. Does it still feel right?
It feels like it's always been when and if you have been guided.
Okay, then yeah, I keep walking.
All right. You eventually get to sort of like a clearing, or it clears up a little bit. You can see that the trees have thinned out. It's more clear, it's more open. And you can see that there's a creature sitting sort of small, sort of familiar. It sits with the back to you. And you can't really see what they are doing.
How familiar is this creature?
I mean, you can use history from memory, right?
Nat 20 plus
A nat
3?
20? Jesus.
Yeah.
Alright. It looks like a goblin.
Okay. What is my relationship with goblins back in Baraguo?
your very best lab buddy, Frayne, is a goblin.
True.
So you decide.
Yeah, okay, fairly positive. Okay, so I'm going to stop when I come in the clearing and try to watch what it's doing.
All right.
Before I make any attempt to approach. And what's going on with the breeze and the trees and the guiding me here?
I mean, it's sort of just, one of the annoying things is that you don't have a real way of communicating. And it's one of those things where you're like both happy of, having this connection, but it's also sometimes just super annoying that it's very unclear what they actually want you to do. So you know that they're there, but they're not really doing anything to guide you at this point.
But they're still there.
You feel like they probably are, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just going to observe the goblin and try to figure out what it's doing. Maybe move a little bit to get a better viewpoint.
All right. So when you move to a better viewpoint, you sort of notice that they are sitting with something metallic, and they're sort of like trying to investigate it and looking at it from different angles and stuff. And the longer you are looking at them, the more you realize that it's some kind of, you're not sure what it is they're sitting with, but it's some kind of equipment that you probably brought with you through the vehicles. And probably Arleem, you will probably get up around to this clearing around now as well. Neza, you still haven't realized that Arleem is there.
I'm going to start walking towards the goblin and say, I can show you how that works.
As you are saying something, it is turning around like really quickly, like it was shocked, and it's looking at you, and as it sees you, it is hissing at you in a aggressive manner. It is like taking this thing and sort of protecting it and just grabbing a hold to it. And what are you doing?
I hold my hands up and project as calm a demeanor as I can and say, do you speak common? I'm not going to hurt you.
They're just sort of looking at you. And now that it's looking at you, you can see that it's not, it is a goblin, but it's also a little bit different, probably this world's version of goblins. It's not, you sort of like, as soon as it turned around, you sort of like saw Frayne for your inner eye for a moment, but now that you're actually having a closer look, you can see that it's not quite Frayne, it's not quite the normal goblins that you know, but you would most definitely call this, a goblin. But they sort of like just take a step back as you're addressing them, and they are looking very suspicious at you.
I will point to my head and point to their head, and say, I'm going to connect with your mind. And then I connect with my mind link to them.
Very well. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm just going to say, this is me. I'm talking to you. I mean you no harm.
They start to look around as this is happening, and they're sort of like taking themselves to the head.
I know it's weird. It's weird. But this is me. Hello, hi. This is me in your head. You can reply to me as well. It's okay.
How you do this?
It's just a thing I can do. I don't really know how.
What do you want from me?
I was led here.
And they start looking around. By who?
By friend of mine.
I don't see them.
You won't be able to see him. But he led me here. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm more than okay. I'm
Okay.
good.
Good. What I see you found some of my equipment.
It's mine now. I found it.
Okay. I can show you how it works.
And they're sort of holding it out and like, what does it do?
Now that they're showing it to me, can I get a better sense of what it is?
It's pretty banged up. It could have been anything. It doesn't work
Anything.
anymore, that's for sure.
Well, that is actually an old tablet. This is what it's supposed to look like, and I pull out my tablet that's not broken. But that one looks like it's been a little bit crushed.
What is Arleem doing at this point?
I'm just watching. Everything seems to be okay, but you know, as Neza said mere hours ago, everything in this race seems to try to kill us. So I'm just there, just in case.
Okay.
Do I recognize what the goblin is holding?
No. I mean, it's banged up. And it's not important. It's just a doodad.
Sure.
You can keep that.
But what does it do?
It holds information.
They're looking at it. There's nothing there.
It has. Well, it's called technology, and I don't think that this place has it. But it's like, you know how you have a brain, which is what you're thinking with, and how we're talking. It kind of has its own that is not.
She throws it on the ground, or they throw it on the ground. It's alive?
Well, no.
They
not...
grab a spear and just.
Well, that's I mean, one way to. No, it's not like alive, but it can think. What are you doing out here all alone?
Who says I'm alone?
Are you alone?
I'm not alone.
Okay. I'm not
You want-
alone either.
You can do an insight check if you want.
Sure. 12.
They might be alone. They might not be alone. You can't really discern.
Okay.
If I've heard him say that, can I have a look around to see if I can see anyone else? Like
You don't
the trees?
understand because it's mind connection.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Sorry.
So, how does it work? Are you just standing, watching each other, basically?
Basically. Yeah.
So, Arleem, you're just seeing that they're just having a staring contact, basically.
In which case, I have drawn when he grabbed the spear, because I don't know what's going on in their conversation. I have drawn 2 of the blades from my magical blade thing. I haven't thrown them yet, but I've got them in my hand ready.
Okay.
I'm going to sit and try to be non-threatening. And say, I was brought to you for a reason. I'm Neza.
Or.
Your name is Or? It's really lovely to meet you.
You're one of the sky people?
Yes. We did come through the sky. From another planet.
What's a planet?
Oh, it's like another place You know when you look up into the sky and there's stars? It's like we came from up there somewhere.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's
it
not
is.
possible. Are you
It,
lying?
no, I'm not lying. And it's very possible, but it's weird. It's very weird. Arleem,
Why
if you're
did-
watching, you can see like Neza is making like weird faces.
Why did you? Why did you come here? What do you want?
We came here by accident. We were supposed to go somewhere else, but our technology didn't work the way it was supposed to, and ended us here on your home.
They pick up the now do that because it's destroyed. I can keep this
You can keep that
gift from Sky People.
gift from Sky People.
They have like very simple sort of bag. There's basically not even a bag, but stuff they can put it into, and you do notice that it's very they're having like skins from animals as clothes, and the spear is like a wooden, very simple made tool, and they're like, well, in that case, I think it's time for me to go back to my camp.
Okay. Maybe I could meet your camp sometime.
That is not up to me to decide.
Okay. That's okay. Maybe you could check and with whoever's decision it is, and I promise I won't try to follow you or anything. But maybe
You wouldn't be able to keep up anyway. And then it sort of turns around and starts darting towards opposite direction of you.
or
They're still running, but they're still within 80 feet.
I'll come back in a few days with another gift.
They stop. I'll talk to Chieftain, and I'll be back 2 days. And then they run.
Okay, I disconnect the mind link and say it loud. Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted me to do?
How is Arleem reacting to Neza asking that
Well,
question?
yeah, I'll be like, I didn't realize you were here. I didn't think you knew I was here.
And now you realize that Arleem is there.
Arleem, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? You walked into the forest on your own.
Exactly like Thrak told you not to do.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you saw me do that.
Well, yeah, and then you immediately spoke to something that you didn't know, despite telling everyone yesterday that things in the forest were trying to kill us.
Oh, that wasn't gonna kill me. That was Orr.
Uh-huh.
Orr has a whole village nearby.
Huh.
I'm sure.
And they all
I'm sure
gonna
they
kill
can...
us?
No, I don't think they're gonna kill us. I actually think that they might be a great source of information for this new planet, and we can find out how it works from them.
Okay. How did you know he was here?
I was led here.
Uh-huh. For someone who doesn't talk, that was a very short sentence. By what?
We should really get back to camp. I'm sure that Throng might be missing us.
So you're not gonna tell me what brought you here?
I was just Following my gut. And she just like starts walking back towards camp, assuming you're gonna follow her and keep pestering her with questions.
No,
Okay.
I understand the social cue when I see one.
And that's
You should
all.
come back to camp though.
And that's all for this time.
Jesus Christ.
Yay!
Well, no, you can't leave it like that. There's so much. Well, that was in my normal voice, not even Benji's voice. What the hell was that?
Oh, that's so good, Marty.
I was right after all.
Oh,
That's awesome.
gosh.
Absolutely. And also, can I just compliment you once again? Like these song choices that you're putting in, I swear, in the dream sequence, I could hear something whispering, and I was like, "That's either the wind or you're pressing a button." Because I was like, "Wait, what?"
Tom says that was him whispering.
Damn you, Tom.
Okay, well, thank you for hanging out with us for session 4 of the Crowded Tavern. You can find us on actually all of the social medias now at Crowded Tavern. We just made an Instagram, and there's a TikTok and a Twitter and a YouTube and something else. Facebook. I actually haven't made that yet. This is a lie, but maybe by the time this goes live, there will be a Facebook. So give us a like, subscribe, follow, whatever you do with those things. And if you like what you hear, please consider rating, reviewing on your podcast player of choice, and giving us some thumbs up on the YouTube. That would be great. We will see you in a week for behind the scenes, and 2 weeks for our next session. Bye, everyone.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.